Guys, don't take anything for granted. Be yourself. Push hard, work hard. Maybe, maybe someday you'll be desired. Someday from Croatia to Paris to the Eiffel Tower. Just do it.
So don't spend your time on irrelevant shit. It doesn't make sense. So as I said, you can do whatever you want with your time. It's your asset. But be sure, if you want to be rich, if you want to invest, if you want to be the best version of yourself, you will have to use that time for something smart, because it's an investment for you. That means that for certain things you will have to say bye-bye. Bye-bye drinking buddies, bye-bye stupid nights out or something like that. Going to the clubs and so on with the guys. You have to say bye-bye if you want to spend your time for you and for your tomorrow, for your future. And then it makes me very sad knowing that we are living in 2025 in the millennium when we are living with this all of the technology that we possess, and then people simply cannot do their things and job on time. So we have different kinds of applications, alert, notifications, reminders, I don't know, 10 million different things where you can put your tasks, so you can plan. So this is plan. You have to make a preparation and a plan where you want to be in 5 years, in 10 years. That's why I said in the early of my episode, you must have a goal. Once you have a goal, then you must have a plan how to reach that goal. And this plan, so this is plan, so this is a plan, this is goal, and this is time. In this time, you have to divide those steps in the milestones, saying, in 3 days I will do this, in the next 2 days I will do this, and so on, and then measure the progress. That is the only way how to keep track whether or not you're progressing and if you are reaching the goal that you have set up for yourself. So you must have a goal. Otherwise, if you don't have a goal, you don't know simply where you're going. You will end up somewhere, but it's not there where you want it. Most of the people don't even know what their goals are. They think they know, but they don't know. And then when they see a rich guy with a lot of, I don't know, fancy cars, fancy houses, they are jealous, they are envy. Why? Why? Because you're envy and you're jealous on a guy who knows what he wants. That's the problem. So you must know what you want, and you must understand that there is time that's going tick-tock every second for you and for him or her, and you have to use it in the best possible way for yourself and invest. And then when you have a goal and when you divide those goals into milestones, into, let's say, into tasks, different kinds of tasks that you have to perform on each day to be closer and closer to your goal, then you don't stick to it. And because I forgot. How could have you forgot? How it's possible that today, in this age, someone forgets to do something? You see here, I have my cell phone, my mobile phone, and I don't know if you can see here, but there are different kinds of tasks here in my phone for each day, and I don't go to sleep unless I fix all of the tasks from the list. Some of them couldn't be performed on that day for XY reasons, but most of them I complete, and for others, I just simply go through, browse, and see whether or not I can do it tomorrow or something like that. So I manage my time. I have to do, and then if I don't have any other task in a day, I have performed all of my tasks, then I have some stupid personal time where I can, I don't know, be free, do whatever I want, play some PlayStation, watch Netflix and some other stupid shit. You understand? That is how I operate. And in this age, to not have a possibility to or to have this excuse that I forgot, it's simply something that it cannot pass with me. So if you don't do it on time, if you don't do your task, if you forget your tasks, then you're simply irresponsible, because there are so many applications, tools that can help you to do that, to perform that with ChatGPT on top of it, and still you forgot. So no excuses. Then next thing is that you cannot be late. Don't be late. Don't be late. So if you have your tasks, do it on time. If you have a meeting with someone who is important, someone who can change your life potentially, who can give you some advices, who can give you some new job that's better pay or something like that, and then you are late for an appointment, you're late for a meeting. That says two things for you. One thing is that five things. First, it's not so important for you. But you will say, oh, it was traffic, what could I do? It was traffic jam, I don't know. You should have gone into Google Maps and see whether or not there is a congestion. Is there high traffic? Is there some kind of traffic jam on a way? So make a detour or something like that. If you find out that, then you could have planned another route. You could start your journey or your travel or whatever earlier. You can start 1 hour earlier. That's responsible behavior, because it's important for you to meet that guy. He's an important person. He doesn't have a lot of time, and he cherishes and he values his time. By not showing on time, it means that you're not only that you're not valuing and appreciating your time, you're not appreciating the other guy's time. And most probably it will be the last time you will see that guy, because you're spending his time in vain. So you have to be responsible. You have to start on time, prepare on time, check whatever it. Of course, there are always situations when a meteorite falls out of heaven and then you couldn't make it. But, okay, this is maybe 1 out of 10,000. Be late to work every day, be late on every meeting, be late for every appointment. It's simply irresponsible. You are irresponsible. So you shouldn't be there on time. You should be there 10, 15 minutes earlier to show that you're dedicated, that you mean business, that you're a serious guy, and that you think that it's valuable for you and for them to have this meeting. That's why don't be late. You have to respect yourself, your time, others, and their time, because it's an asset. The time is an asset that goes away, that's slowly ticking for everybody, and you don't want to spend my time for stupid shit. I don't want to watch Netflix with you, okay? Then the next thing that you have to do is to make decisions. Decisions have to be made in a fixed amount of time. So if you have a goal, if you have a plan, and for each of these steps, you need to make a decision, rest assured that if you don't make a decision at these points, it will only prolong this, and this goal will go to here. Or if you prolong it and don't make decisions for many of these tasks and milestones, you will prolong your goal indefinitely and you will never reach it, because you are not making decisions. So be sure to make decisions and make them quickly. You should evaluate things and think before you act. Okay, that's all good. But you don't have the time to figure it out all, to know all, to analyze everything, every atom, every nuts and bolts in order to make a decision. That simply doesn't work, especially in today's time, where this technology is moving so fast. If you don't make a decision in one day, you're old, you're grandpa. So be sure to make decisions quickly. Use other people, use their decisions, use their opinions, and then at the end, make your own decision. And then, guess what, guys? In 100 decisions, maybe you will fail and you will make a bad decision 60 times. But 40 of them, 40 decisions will be good, and make those count. So it doesn't matter if you do 60 bad decisions. Just be sure once you do a bad decision, you figure it out quickly, you fail fast, and then you jump on your feet very quickly and move on, and don't look back. Why to look back? Because time has passed. There is no sense of looking back and going back, because it's history. You cannot go back. And be sure and take care of these 40 good decisions and make them count. So they should be very important, big things. So if you lose, I don't know, $10,000 on these 60 decisions, but if you make $1 million on these 40 decisions, then it was worth it. Also, on these 60 bad decisions, you have learned something. So next time you will be in the same situations, you will not do again this stupid mistake once more. You will not do it. The next time, if you're going to do these 60 decisions, there will be, I don't know, 55 bad ones and 5 good ones, okay? And then this 10,000 will drop to 9,000, let's say. So you're getting better. You're getting better and better each day. So this is what's important, to fail fast, to learn from your mistake, and then to quickly jump on your feet and make these good decisions, the big ones, the ones that really count in your life, and they'll pay off. And that's why. So it's all about speed. You have to be quick. Why? Because when you are moving through space, when you have speed, then time is ticking slower. It's not ticking slower. It's only that you're making a lot more decisions than the normal regular person is during the day, because one normal human being makes 2 decisions per day, and you make, let's say, 10. It seems like you're 5 times faster. So you live 5 days in 1 day of a normal person. And that's why your time, if you make a lot of decisions, it seems like it goes faster. But for the guy who makes only 2, it goes slower, because you're moving so fast in the day that the time simply contracts, let's say, and gives you space to make more decisions. So you have to move through space. You have to make decisions. You must have a plan. You have to prepare it, but don't overthink it, and don't procrastinate. Don't prolong your decisions indefinitely. It will not do you any good. So, and then at the end, what I have to say is, maybe someone will say, okay, but this is not for me. I cannot live by some rules. I cannot have 20 tasks per day in my calendar and then do my life and lead my life as a set of tasks. I'm not a robot. I'm not a machine. Okay, maybe you are some superhuman that can do it all in your head. I cannot do it. I have to write everything because I forget things. So I write everything. But in most of the cases, if you don't write, you will forget it, because it's human nature in most of the cases. And then the people will say, it's not for me. Some of the people, I don't want to live in these boxes. I don't want to live frame by frame my life and so strict. I'm not a robot. I'm not a machine, and so on. And my response to that is, I respect that. I understand. I will not try to convince you that it's right or it's wrong. I'm just saying, while you're not doing and performing your tasks and not giving the best of yourself in one day, some other people they are doing the best in their life. In their day, they make sure that they have a fulfilled day full of decisions, and mostly, and the big ones, they attend to them in a way that they turn out good, so they have benefits from them, and you are competing with those guys. So if you don't want to live a life like that, don't be jealous and don't bitch around that someone else who is living and working like that has nicer house, nicer home. Maybe he's working over the weekends. I'm now shooting it Saturday. So Saturday is my free time. I should be drinking with my buddies. Okay? But no, I'm talking to you and giving you lessons. Why? Because I want to share with you what's important if you want to reach the goal, if you want to be part of these 2-3% of most successful people. Okay? They also have time to spend on some stupid shit and some fun time. But if this is not for you and you cannot adhere to that kind of life, then don't bitch about it. I'm just telling you the facts. I'm telling you how life is, how other people are behaving. So don't be jealous when you see other people doing it like that, doing their tasks, doing their decisions, making decisions quickly, and moving through space with some speed while you are moving through your shit and sleeping on your couch. That is it, guys. So be sure that you know where your time goes. It is the most important asset in your life because time is money. Guys, please, if you like this kind of content, please share, like, subscribe, write me, call me, write to my wife if you don't want to write to me. Maybe you like her better. Maybe I will make a podcast with her one day just for you to see her, who is behind the scenes. Bye, guys.